Hey everyone, the Frugal Vagabond's here.
Hello.
It is almost 9 o'clock in the morning here off the coast of Australia.
Yep.
And we're going to give everybody a chance to log in since we're starting a little bit early today.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Did I mention it was 9 o'clock in the morning? We stayed up late last night and had fun.
And actually,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say it started out as a beautiful morning.
Holy cow, what happened?
Yeah.
We can't even see outside anymore.
Just a few minutes ago, I went out and I took a video from aft where we had been along the coast, and it's beautiful, sunny still back there. And I panned up to what's in front of us, and it's nothing but gray, which we've gotten into, and you can see some rougher waters, the white cap. But we've also noticed this morning when we got up and turned on the map that we were going kind of north, but then the captain, we took a almost direct western tack back towards Australia and then back north, hugging the coastline.
I was going to just say that we're hugging the coastline.
Yeah, so it looks like there was some stormy weather out there that he didn't want to get into too much and ruin the day, so to say.
That's what it sounds like anyway. So today is, let's see, today's the 15th for us.
Yep. First day
if you're in the United States, it's still the 14th for you and in the evening. So thanks for joining us.
We're in the future. Whee!
Anyway, so this is our regular Thursday update that hopefully will become an every week Thursday thing, assuming that our port and excursions schedules allows for that. We had a busy last couple of days.
Yeah.
Right. So
we started a new individual cruise segment. We ended one at Brisbane, and then we started the new one at Brisbane.
Technically, same day, but
see, it was a turnover day.
Yeah.
And so we're what, 5 days into it.
Yep, we had one sea day after Brisbane, and then we were in Arley Beach, and we did not have an excursion plan there.
No.
But we went and walked around, did a little shopping. They had this really nice lagoon area in the town, very cute little small resort town, and a
couple of nice beers.
Yes, you had a couple of beers.
But yeah, it was a neat little area. It's basically a vacation area, a holiday area. Resort area. The community, the way it's all set up, evidently they get quite a few stingrays and jellyfish.
So that's why the lagoon,
in the waters,
the man-made lagoon for everybody to hang out in and play in and have fun.
Basically a giant swimming pool.
Oh, Lindy's on today. Hi, Lindy.
Hey, Lindy.
So everybody tell us where you're signing in from. That would be cool.
So for those of you that don't know, we're doing simulcast. We got the TikTok side going and the YouTube side going. So that's why we kind of go back and forth every now and then. We got different questions going on.
I got the cameras set up a little better though, so it's not like we're doing this like in a tennis game.
Kelly's back. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly, from Boston.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, hello, and I thought I saw DC there, Arizona, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Oh man, all over the place.
Yeah. Welcome.
DC. Yep. Welcome everybody.
That's it.
Another Cincinnati.
We're glad y'all are all here.
So Arley Beach was really nice. We did a little bit of shopping there, not a whole lot. I have a pair of sandals that I love and I've owned for about 10 years, and they're about to fall apart. So I had to look for some new sandals.
Yeah.
And we basically just hung out at the lagoon area and tried out a couple of the different local restaurants. We go to 3 different ones.
Yeah, well, we had to stop on the way back to the bus stop for a refreshment again. So
it started raining while we were on our way back. So we were like, let's just go inside. Hey, Minnesota and Wisconsin, welcome. Tessa and Amanda.
Yeah.
And then after Arley Beach, it was Cairns, Australia.
Yeah.
And we did have an excursion planned for there.
Yeah, well, and then someone also wanted to go shopping, and just the way the buses
No.
distance.
You're telling the story wrong.
I'm just telling you, the logistics would have been bad. One, you wouldn't have gotten your glasses.
Right. Which is
or wouldn't have made the trip. So
Okay, so on our tickets it said that, hey, Pennsylvania, nice to see you here.
Yep. Well,
So on our excursion tickets, it said that we had to meet at 12:25 p.m. at the pier. So this was a tender location, and there was no pier. So they bring us in. And normally when we get off the ship, there's a big sandwich board sign that says shore excursions this way. That was not the case. So they just sort of shunted us all into these buses that took us into town, and anyway, the communication was really horrible. We had no idea where we were supposed to meet our group. Oh yeah. Oh, Sherry. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this in a second. Gina, hi.
Yeah,
Want to be frugal?
It is.
It is.
It is. You definitely have to be focused on it.
Anyway.
So.
Oh, Jecka like Becca had great moves last night. Oh, you saw the live stream. Awesome. We did. So that was, what do I say? We stayed up late last night. Well, we didn't do a live stream, but Bobby and Tam's, Tam and Bobby's Adventures.
Damn, Tam.
We're doing a live stream.
That girl ain't right.
And karaoke last night. We had fun. Well, I had fun. Steve stayed in
I
there.
had fun. I did have fun watching.
You just hid in the corner.
That's right. I'm not doing karaoke ever again.
Yes, I asked you to come up on stage with me. You didn't. What do you
No.
mean doing it again?
I did it once. I did it once.
When?
When I was in the 20s.
Oh, okay.
Back
time
Fort,
ago.
when I was at Fort Bragg, I did it one night and that was it. No mas.
Okay. Anyway, so in Cairns, we did actually get to do our shopping. There was a lot more shopping to be had there than Arley Beach. And one of the big things was, stop at this, Sunglasses Hut. Yay. So I had major camera envy because a couple of folks on the ship have gotten those new Meta sunglasses that can record. Specifically for doing live streams. So I've been talking with Renee from I think she's either Renee Shull, SHULL, or Shull Renee on TikTok. It's like one on TikTok and one on YouTube. I don't remember which one is which, but if you want to look for her. Anyways, some of the videos that she does are cleaning videos, and she can't hold the camera while she's cleaning, right? So she got a pair of these after seeing Anthony Antoine's, and after Renee is like a tech whiz. So once she got these and started telling me all the awesome stuff that you can do with these, I was hooked and I had to get a pair. I have not taken them out of the box yet. There's some stuff I have to download, and I need to immerse myself in this. And since we got back yesterday, I haven't had a chance to do that. And I'm going to address they are kind of expensive. So they're about $330 US, but they're also a business expense because you can live stream with these. What? He's just shaking his head.
I'm just sitting here.
It's a legitimate business expense. And so what we did, you had to get a new pair of swimming trunks, not a business expense.
I didn't say it was.
Right. Okay. So just saying. Okay. So Christian shirt. So I don't know how many of you guys know this thing, and I'm not even sure if you can see it.
Kind of hard to see with
but
the
there's
blue. There's a W.
There's a W right above the anchor. So if you aren't familiar with Christian Hull, he's recently got on the ship and provided us all with a whole bunch of really cool snacks, some Bluey stuff, because he's a huge fan of Bluey, obviously. And everybody got one of these wanker shirts.
Yes. W and anchor is wanker.
Which is just adorable as hell. And they're like way too big, but they're super comfy. So.
Yeah, so. Yeah. And plus a couple of other things we cannot discuss.
Yeah, we can't show. They are not for an all ages audience. But fun stuff anyway. And we had a good time.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so now we have, now that we finished with Cairns, we have 4 sea days in a row before we go to Lombok, Indonesia. And we do have, Bobby and Tam showed everything yet. Oh, they did show everything.
They showed, okay, cool.
Okay, I'm a more family-friendly audience, I'm just saying. Or I have a more family-friendly audience. Bob's Lady subscribe, thank you. So we had we just added the Lombok one, didn't we?
This one just added the Lombok.
Oh, we got it. Oh, okay, so there was somebody else who had some excursions planned, but they had to cancel this segment. We just got some new ones. Isn't Lombok one of those ones?
I don't know.
I think so. And we already had something planned there, so we have to cancel that. I got to go down to shore excursions later to talk about the shore excursion from yesterday that didn't happen because, you know, the communication wasn't there.
The T is there.
Let's see.
Documentary on board. You know what to
the
speak
T is
on
that they're filming a documentary on board. Don't know if you can speak on that. I'm not aware that anybody. Oh, who's they? Who? Catherine, if you know who.
Yeah. Oh, and we are having a great time. Yes.
We are having an absolute great time. The stuff that we're telling you about is just like minor annoyances.
Yeah.
Stuff. I mean, it's just life stuff. But you know, everybody wants to hear how it is, and I don't want to be rainbows and puppy dogs all the time because it's not.
No.
But that doesn't mean we aren't still having a blast because we are.
Yeah. And I don't know if some of y'all were last time we did a live stream, and you know, I've said this several times. You know, we are now, you know, we just passed the 3-month mark, a third of the way through. For us, this has become our everyday life, and our shore excursions, days on shore, have always been more like the vacation from the everyday.
Yeah.
And it's completely flipped everybody's world around, basically, and it's just it's funny. There's frustrations, obviously. Tendering yesterday.
Life. Oh yeah.
And they just swapped out a bunch of the crew, rotated, which they do quite often. But normally it's just a few here and there. But they had a really big rotation this last time.
Yes, that's true.
And so there's a lot of new people that are being retrained in some stuff, and you know, we got to retrain the bartenders. They just don't know my drink yet. So they're learning. They're learning.
Sherry and Peds have said this is in reference to the documentary. They aren't saying who. UK World Traveler was talking about a documentary, and they aren't saying who. Now, as far as I'm aware, there is nobody shooting a documentary currently on the ship.
No.
I have heard that there are. Oh, heard it was a Hulu documentary. Interesting. So.
Who?
I know that other people are wanting to do something like that, but I'm not aware of anybody currently on the ship doing it. And I'd like to think I would know that, but maybe not. Not sure who, just a TikToker who isn't on the cruise mentioned it. I follow about the Ultimate Cruise. Said it happened when they came on board in California. Probably a rumor.
Okay.
There, you know,
The
truth is, a whole bunch of people came on in LA, and we were actually expecting a lot more of that. And if they were on board doing a documentary, they would probably be trying to keep it on the down low because I don't think anybody's asked Royal Caribbean, so they're trying to do it just like they were a regular passenger doing the same stuff. So
and also you said you heard it from someone that follows the Ultimate Cruise. They don't always get the right information.
That's true. Or it's distorted in some way.
Yeah. We've noticed that. Everybody else has noticed that's on the ship, that you'll have some they'll pull bits and pieces from everybody and make some interpretations. So kind of take it with a grain of salt sometimes.
Sally is asking, didn't a reporter get on in Brisbane? So there was a local in Brisbane. There were a couple of times.
Yeah, the local Today Show
came on board. They did clear that with Royal Caribbean because Joff, the entertainment, what is his title? The entertainment director.
Cruise director or whatever
his title is. So they did an interview with him and with Christian and a whole bunch of other folks.
Yeah.
Richard Reed got in Sydney, and he's a guest speaker. Interesting. Okay. Discussion was documentary will be a collection of people's personal film posts and content. Oh, okay. So then they wouldn't have to be on board to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm quite sure that's happening.
Oh yeah.
And what was the other one? How's the food these days? Does the new staff affect that? Cancel stuff.
A little bit. The food is still good. There's nothing wrong with the food. It's just, you know, eating the same thing day in and day out. You want some variation.
We're skipping meals. We're doing more protein shakes, and we're eating a lot more off the ship when we have port days.
That's our I won't say a cheat day, but
yeah,
that's one of the joys of going on shore is eating something that's not from the ship.
And
So,
so we could talk about that. In Cairns, we found, what was it? Jimmy's.
yeah,
what
Jimmy's
was it?
Burgers.
Jimmy's Burgers.
Jimmy's Burgers in Cairns, and it was great.
We had a couple of a New Zealand friend of ours who was also eating lunch there said it was the best burger she's ever had in her life. So,
and her and her
make of that
husband
what
have been
you will.
on. Yeah, her and her husband have been on since Miami, so we know them. She's from New Zealand. He's from UK. So
Okay, yeah, that's
make
right.
an
He's
interesting couple.
Of course, we loved it. What's not to love about Australia?
Yeah.
I will
Well,
say
you know.
that it's kind of a shame that we did Australia second, New Zealand first, because New Zealand was like, it was like every place we went, even driving
See,
on the expressway, it was like looking at a postcard. It was so beautiful.
but for me, I can separate the two. I can
Australia's
separate
still
the two.
beautiful. It's just
Yeah.
just different.
And I've always enjoyed being around the Australians.
Yes.
Even before the cruise started, when we were working out of the country, out of the U.S. For a couple of years, I got to work with the Australians. They're just great people. I love them.
They're fun.
They have very little filter. I like that.
I think you guys should
So
close this.
let's see. So thank you, Catherine, on your questions. We do appreciate that. Yes, we are still having a great time.
Okay, so we need to remember what we're doing in Lombok. I don't really remember.
Baseball size hail right now? Do what? Michelle? Where are you? Baseball size hail. Good
Hey,
grief.
Michelle, where are you at? Let us know, because hey, it cleared up. We can actually see the coast again.
It's coming in and out, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they got a little closer. North Texas, oh my gosh. Baseball size hail in North Texas.
Okay, I'm glad we're not there.
Good grief. Well, there's going to be a lot of insurance claims.
Okay, so
Stay safe. That can be
dangerous.
a game changer. You know, get hit by one of those.
Okay, so I also wanted to mention.
Storms coming into Cincinnati tonight. Tornado warnings. Good.
Yikes.
Yeah. Do you have plans for Bali? From Jimmy.
I have to get
our tickets.
I should have had these next to me. Sorry, guys. Okay, so
Oh, and there again, part of the drink package. Whee!
what you have to say what that is. You can't just go.
They serve Starbucks on here, and but this is the coffee frappuccino. Again, like with the coffee, I got to change it up because I still prefer my coffee from home. But this
Okay.
is still good because it's included.
So for Lombok, we have Kota Tua sightseeing and mall on your own, which normally means this is a ticket that pays for the bus to get us into town, and then they just sort of drop us off there, and then we get to do whatever we want, and we
Yeah.
just have to meet the bus at a prearranged time. But I think we purchased a different one that was more in-depth, like historical-wise, and I've got to get with Melissa on that. Benoa, Bali, we also have a Uluwatu temple tour. And we have, in the Philippines, we have a Manila city tour classic. I'm not sure what that one is. I'd have to look that one up. It's not normally when we get on the ones that are like panoramic tour of the city, it means you get on a bus and they maybe
Right
let you
around.
off in one or two places if you're lucky. But otherwise it's 3 hours sitting on a bus,
But-
driving around, not
and-
being able to see anything. And they really stink.
That's some of the things that we've learned in the first 3 months, and
Yeah.
we're going to start reviewing a lot of our excursions and
We booked a lot of those because they were
Tired.
fairly inexpensive.
yeah, being the frugal part.
Right.
But it's tired of sitting in buses.
And it's a waste of time. So
yeah,
Balinese food is excellent. I'm absolutely going to make a point to eat that.
absolutely.
Local cuisine. Jane Hoffman from Oregon. Hi, Jane. How are you?
Oh yes, that's right.
Jane and I are related.
Yes.
Thank you for joining. What an incredible, it has
Yeah.
been an incredible experience. Anybody got any
Yeah.
questions?
Yeah.
Like we're only 15, well, actually we started 5 minutes early. So technically 20
Yeah.
minutes into this.
Yep.
What else do we have after that? So let's see. Lombok, Bali.
See, 3 days.
Three sea days.
Manila, Subic Bay, and then more sea days.
Right. So we don't have anything planned for, or do we have anything planned for Subic Day? I don't think we do.
I don't think so.
I think, yeah, it was just Manila. But that doesn't mean, I mean, we'll still get off the ship and go do
Plans
stuff.
for Hong Kong? Hong Kong was pretty expensive, as I recall. We haven't looked at it in a while.
That's true. So we probably just booked a shopping trip there because that's cool.
Is it?
Yes, shopping in Hong Kong. Yeah.
More shopping.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It
Yes.
sounds like you guys are having a wonderful time. We are, Jane.
We are, Jane. Yes, absolutely.
Have we been to Bali or Philippines before? No, neither one of us. I've worked with a lot of people from the Philippines,
Yeah.
so I'm really
Oh, yeah.
excited. The first thing they asked me too is, "Have you ever been to the Philippines?" No, I haven't. So this is my first time. I'm excited about getting to go.
And there's a lot of the crew that are from the Philippines
Yes,
on
that's
board.
true.
So,
My last job was in Guam, so lots of people from the Philippines work there,
Yep.
or actually become naturalized citizens after
Mm-hmm.
moving there. So some of them stay Philippine
Mm-hmm.
citizens, and some of them don't. But yeah, I'm really
Yep.
excited.
yep. Yep.
Did you snorkel the Great Barrier Reef? So no, we did not. But
No.
again, so, and this is kind of, I don't know what to say about this, because when we booked all of these excursions a while back, we had a dollar figure set up for all of it.
JMM 62, we'll get to that in just a moment.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so we had a budget set for all of that, and we had to fit all of the excursions for everything within that budget. And so we tended to go a little cheap, and which means we're kind of missing out on some of the experiences.
Yeah.
However, a lot of stuff is getting canceled or not happening. And specifically the Great Barrier Reef stuff, I think, because there were two places you could do. You could either do it in Cairns or in Arley Beach. But a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff in Arley Beach was canceled because of weather.
Yes.
And in both places, the water was so muddy and murky that
Yeah.
I don't know how much. I mean, because I think Tom and Renee did some snorkeling, but I think it was kind of. I mean, it was kind of okay, but not
Yeah.
really the experience.
Well,
Most of the. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, have you seen Anthony's pictures from the helicopter?
Yes.
Our friend Antoine, he took a
Helicopter
tour yesterday. And the pictures he just posted a little bit early this morning were beautiful. I think the ones that actually went out, there was evidently a platform that they have out there
Okay.
at the Great Barrier Reef, and that's what they were selling the excursions to. And I forget how, it was like basically all day that they would be out there, and snorkeling, scuba diving, jet ski, whatever. It was basically a man-made island out there, from what it sounded like.
Yeah.
And had food and bar out there, all that good stuff. Just from what it sounds like, that would have been neat to go to. But I think when we first started looking at it, it was out of our price range.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't.
So we're kind of reevaluating that now, because it doesn't make sense to go to these incredible places and miss out on the things that make these places incredible.
Yeah.
So we're kind of making adjustments now.
Now, JMM 62, yes, there were several that are included. Now, to qualify for those, you had to be platinum level in the Crown and Anchor Society, their frequent traveler program that they have for Royal Caribbean. And we did that back in April. So we had never
year before.
sailed. Yeah, year before. That we had taken 3 cruises, 3 5-day cruises. Identical itineraries, same ship out of Galveston.
Just to make platinum status.
In a
But it was
in
still
a junior
cheaper.
suite.
Yeah.
But that was an investment for 7 of the world wonders that we got the excursions added into our cruise,
Right.
provided by the Royal Caribbean.
3
Now,
of which have now been canceled.
yeah. So Machu Picchu was interesting because we got up to Cusco, which is your launch point to go over to Machu Picchu, and there was an internal strike going on the rail that goes from Cusco up to down to Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
It's actually lower, but so we weren't able to do that. But Royal Caribbean pivoted really quickly and had several things set up for us in Cusco. So that was really a neat trip in itself. We didn't get to Machu Picchu, but we still had that. And that was like 2 days off the ship.
Yeah. 2 or 3,
And
yeah.
yeah, so that was one. Of course, Chichen Itza was the first one in
Yeah.
Mexico. Then
Christ the Redeemer.
Christ the Redeemer in Rio. And then it was Machu Picchu. And then it's supposed to be, what was the one? Great Wall of China.
Mm-hmm.
Taj Mahal.
Petra. Temple of Artemis.
Temple of Artemis.
Colosseum.
Yeah. So from those, so far, you
I
know,
got it, Kira.
yeah, so far we got those that we've passed or been able to go to or haven't been able to go to, and now that the Red Sea issue caused a change in the path, that we're not going to be going through the Red Sea and the Suez Canal, we'll be going around Africa. That took away Petra and
The Temple
of Artemis, and also any excursions people had going over to the pyramids, Great Pyramids.
So
Giza.
there were also for everybody who's
Right.
doing the full 9 months, who for 99.9% of the people who are doing the
Yeah.
full 9 months,
They added
four. They weren't calling them excursions; they were calling them
I can't remember.
escapes.
Escapes.
I don't know why
Something,
they
yeah.
that were included for us, and one of those is also missing now because of the different itinerary, and they're trying
Yeah.
to replace with something
Yeah.
something else. So I'm gonna go back just a little bit. Tessa asked what we did for work before you started the cruise. So I used to be a construction project manager, mostly for government projects.
Yeah, and I was doing operations work,
Yeah.
government contracts.
But
That's how we met.
overseas, that's how we met. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to what Kira said too. Being frugal again, but missing out on some of the great experiences here.
Yeah.
When you factor in the cost to go back to some of these places,
Yeah.
it doesn't make budgetary sense if you miss out on the things that make these places
Yeah.
special. So
Yeah.
Kira, yeah, I got that.
And-
And Jimmy, I will answer your question next. They will release the excursions for Africa. They're supposed to do it the first week in April. So we're still waiting for that.
Yeah, yeah, and to see if there's anything they're going to be, swapping out for Petra, which was one of our
They've said
go-tos.
they're not, but
Hopefully they'll line something up for us that kind of compensates for that.
I'm hoping, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll have to see.
I do want to mention, so tomorrow at the same time we started this one, I'm going to be doing another live stream. Steve won't be in this one, the one tomorrow. We are going to be talking about the book Outlive by Dr. Peter Attia. And this is just short side note on this one. Renee is going to be doing that one with me. We're going to be talking about that book and health span, lifespan, living better into the later years, and I'm really excited about it, and I hope that some of you guys at least will be interested enough to join me on that one tomorrow. I do realize that I was very silly and scheduled it. Side note, nice singing. Haven't heard Fiona Apple for a while. Yeah, thank you. I can hit that key, so that's why I picked her songs. Anyway, Outlive is a book that was kind of life-changing for me, and Renee and I have been talking off and on about the Netflix show Game Changers was a really big one for her and her husband, and they've made some changes in their lives. So that's what we're going to be talking about, and if anyone is interested in that, I hope you'll join us tomorrow. And I want to... So Jimmy, you must have been there for the live because I haven't seen any clips of that one reposted. Let's see. I did a reef snorkel during March, November months. Visibility was poor, but still.
Recommended.
Oh, recommended if only opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we missed the boat on that one at this point.
Yeah.
But
we have new friends in Australia. So.
That's true. We do. Lots of new friends because Steve made friends with literally all of them.
And yes, we made friends at the bar. What?
Nothing.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you.
I was watching Via Bobby. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve seems so sweet. Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
Lots of cool things ahead of you. Yeah. So Indonesia is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, lots of cool things ahead of us. Yeah, it's it's been fantastic. Obviously, personally, we've had ups and downs days, but the whole thing has just been fantastic. You know, the opportunity that this was, and the chance that we had the ability to actually do it. It's especially when we're both can still enjoy everything. That was the big thing for us.
My motto for this trip so far is 10 out of 10. I'd do it again.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Figuring a way to pay for it would be the other thing.
Anyway, so what else do we want to talk about? There was something else.
Okay.
Lost my train of thought.
Is
it going fast or slowly? Some days different. It's kind of, it doesn't feel really either fast or slow to me.
I think if you don't think about it too much, it's basically, like I said before, it's kind of our day-to-day life now. But everybody started looking and counting the day. Everyone said, "Oh my God, we're a third of the way in." When you think about it in terms like that, that's when you start getting that time comparison. And
I'm guessing though that when we get into the last 2 or 3 months, it's going to start feeling like Sunday night before you go back to work on Monday.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's what I'm guessing.
I think so too. It's just you start getting that. Maybe I can call in sick. We're already all starting to talk about taking over the ship and just keeping it going.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So on that note, for those of you who aren't aware, there's another company who's doing long-term cruising, around the world cruising specifically, Villa V Residences. So somebody saw that they were running a contest for like 6 months on the ship. So, and there were a whole list of other things to do, following them on social media and doing various things to get entries into that. And we've all done those. But I started looking at the pricing because I signed up for their email list and I was looking at their pricing, and it's not as expensive as you might think to purchase. Now, the monthly fees are really high. So anyway, I have a meeting with Irina on, tonight actually. It's in roughly a little more than 12 hours from now. I have a meeting with one of their sales folks to kind of go over details to see what's included and what's not, rights and responsibilities and already that stuff. But Irina, let's talk,
So yes, there's a lot of people that we still interact with throughout the day, but sometimes we don't see everybody.
We do talk to a lot of different people, though. There is not one group we hang out with.
And we don't exclude anybody. We
no
say hello and talk to everybody.
Except for people who've proven themselves to be.
Well, yeah. There's one gentleman that we actually met at the gala back in Miami before the cruise started, and I'll see him about every 2 to 3 days. I just saw
talking about Clayton.
Yeah, I just saw him this morning at the coffee shop, and that's usually where I see him, is the coffee shop. Yeah. But great guy, but we kind of run in a little bit different circles every now and then. Timing too.
So like if you're getting up early in the morning and doing stuff like we did today, but we don't do every day. We see a completely different group of people, at breakfast and around the ship. We tend to eat meals with a certain group of people just because they happen to be in the Windjammer at the same time, and
we all agree to meet at a certain time.
That's true. Sometimes we do that, but more often than not, it's because we have a table and all the others are full, and they they know us, so they feel comfortable. And even strangers actually ask to join us at our table, and then we get to meet new people, which is also fun. Let's see. So to answer
Jim,
we absolutely do hang out with a bunch of different people.
And yes, Europe is going to be nonstop. It's going to be every day is going to be another port. That's what. Exactly.
We love our sea days because it is a chance to relax, kick back,
recuperate,
catch up on writing, catch up on editing videos, doing all kinds of stuff.
Sit by the pool.
Jemmy says she heard Adita already booked over 20 cruises for after UWC. That's hilarious. I hadn't heard that. I've been
not surprised.
Adita just sort of I see her everywhere. She's just like always around the ship and always doing stuff. But I don't really ever get a chance to talk to her because she's just always on the move.
And I would not doubt that she's already booked 20 more.
Yeah. Oh, she told Chrissy. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where are all these questions coming from? Okay, so Michael, we're doing a simulcast.
Yeah.
We're live streaming on YouTube and on TikTok at the same time. So if you're not seeing the questions on your screen, it's because it's on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's where the questions are coming
and
from.
we try to remember to repeat the question if we if we remember to. But we'll try and keep y'all in the loop on everything. We appreciate y'all being there on YouTube. We really do.
Yes. Yorkie Mom says if we take over the ship, pick her up in Philadelphia. Sure, absolutely, we'll do that.
We'll start flying the Jolly Roger. Oh, let's pick me up in Philadelphia Port. Yep.
Okay, what else we got?
Let's see.
I can tell you what the day was like.
It's sunny out there now.
Yeah, it is. Well, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is sort of
It's
hazy.
just like it was before we hit into the clouds.
Yeah, we got up early this morning because so this is a little bit of drama, I guess I can share. It's not. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but
It's typical laundry.
again, so for the full world cruisers, there's we can have like I can't remember. Is it three bags of laundry a week?
I think it's 3 bags.
You can fly the W. Yes, we can fly the W anchor flag. Awesome, Kira. Oh, obviously a lot more TikTokers. I'm not, well, so there aren't really that, I'm going to say this, Michael, there aren't, because I can see how many people are on TikTok and how many are on live. So it is about double, but it's not a huge number of people, but they're much more talkative, I guess.
Yeah.
So Michael, if you have any questions, let us know.
Yes, by all means.
The drama is over the last couple weeks with the laundry, I think it started on the 8th floor. Well, there's only 3 floors that have laundry. It's like the 3rd deck, 7th deck, and 8th deck. And some chaos was happening a couple weeks ago on the 8th deck, and they kind of trickled down to number 7. Yes, exactly, Carrie. You're much chattier over there.
So with the laundry, the world cruisers were given a access card to the laundry rooms.
Right. So we can use this, or we can use the free services.
Right. Now, these are for the world cruisers.
Right.
Because not everybody paid for that part of the service.
Right. But
And
some people have let other people use them. When I checked, I totally get.
Yeah.
But
then you got more people using than should be, and then if anybody's ever been to some of the laundromats, that you come back to move your clothes from the washer to the dryer and find out they've been removed and set someplace, and someone else is already in the washing machine.
right. And then there's other times where people leave their stuff in the washer or the dryer for hours
And
at a
never come
time
back.
and never come back for them, which is also rude.
Yeah.
So
it's typical laundromat stuff.
So yesterday, we were going to do 2 loads. I don't like giving them my whites because they throw everything in together, and I don't want my whites to
grays.
come back gray. So yeah, exactly. Set an alarm. How hard is that? That's what we do.
Yeah.
So and we always set the alarm for 5 to 10 minutes before the cycle is done.
Yeah.
So yeah, the reason we do our own, we don't always do our own,
No.
but again, because I don't want the whites to come back gray. I hate that. Anyway, so we were going to do 2 loads, and there was only 1 washer open, so we set the alarm for 10 minutes before.
Yep.
We go back, somebody had turned off the machine and moved our stuff
And started theirs.
before our cycle was done, because we did set an alarm, and we set it for early. So anyway, that was kind of irritating. So that's why I got up at 6:30 this morning. The laundry room opens at 7 to get the whites in, and and I didn't even have to, because I literally sat in there for like not when I first started it. So I set the cycle takes about 50 minutes, so I set the alarm for like 30, and I went over and sat in there and nobody came in. And nobody came in while their stuff was in the dryer. Everybody was partying last night.
Worn out from the day. Anna.
Where are you headed to next?
I'm sorry, ANNE. We're headed to Lombok,
Indonesia,
and then Bali the next day.
Yep.
And we got 4 sea days. Today's the first of 4 sea days. So.
Yes, and we are having a blast.
Yes.
Could you just send your whites out as one of your 3 loads? Yes, absolutely, we could. But again, there's a lot of Facebook groups, and so we kind of waited for other people to use the service first before we decided. And a lot of people got
it come back's great.
And also a lot of people get clothes that don't belong to them back, which is normal with any laundry service. So there's constant posts in the Facebook group. Hey, is anybody missing this shirt? Are these yours? And that's the last thing I want is like somebody, posting pictures of my underwear on the Facebook group so I can have it back. Have you heard of mystery vacations? Like, I have heard of that. I don't know if I would go on that one. I guess I need to look into those again, but I think, like, if they're going to send you someplace that's really cold, you got to pack for that. Or for that matter, if you're going to be in a beach area, you need to pack specifically for that. So if they gave you the stuff that you would need for that, I probably would go.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Let's see.
Like a trip to Antarctica.
Yeah.
Where you actually get on Antarctica.
Yes. So
that would be cool.
Yes. Mystery vacation. Would you do that?
I don't know. Possibly.
It's kind of hard to get your heart set on something when you have no idea where you're going.
Yeah.
As long as I knew that it was, it had a certain level of.
A lot of it would depend on the company who's putting it on.
And not to pick on the viewers, but if we ended up in Philadelphia for a week, I don't think I'd be very excited about that. But if it was somewhere new, different, exotic,
live
cool.
and believe. Good day, mates. Yeah, good day.
You read those already.
Are
you casino players?
Into the good day, mate.
So yes and no. I used to live in Las Vegas. They usually give you the weather to prepare for, so you know what to pack. Okay,
that's
so
cool. That's cool.
That would be okay then, as long as I knew I wasn't going to be, in Antarctica without a coat or mittens.
Or the Sahara with parkas.
Right. So if they did that, we totally would do that. I think I would.
Yep.
Sorry. Sorry. To answer, are we casino players? So I used to live in Las Vegas, and I loved to gamble before I moved to Las Vegas, and then I decided it was probably better that I did not. I mean, it's when you're living there, it can become a problem. So I just made a point not to, and I like to still, but like the first sailing,
you did. Pretty good.
I have a method for. Well, I did really good for a while, and then I lost.
I said in the beginning.
I lost a lot. So I stick to the penny slots now instead of playing blackjack because I lost so much money.
And I never was a big gambler, so and there again, we with each sailing we get a couple of bucks in casino dollars to.
Yeah. So we always
because they want to entice you to play.
$6 worth.
We played that, and I think we played mine down to 20 cents last night.
Yeah.
In about 10 minutes.
And we'll spend maybe 100.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on how we feel. If we're looking for something to do,
Yeah, and a lot of our friends gamble too, so
we feel lucky.
Sometimes we're just in there to hang out with them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Is the casino busy on board? So. Not right now.
No, right now we're too close to shore.
Because there's rules about.
If we're inside of 12 miles. They can't open that.
They had it open last. I'm sorry. They had it open last night, but
and then we came back in because of whatever on the map. Yeah, for those we were talking earlier, we were going north, and late last night at some point we turned way back to the west and got closer to the shore of Australia again.
We're guessing because of bad weather further out.
Rough seas, whatever it might have been. So we're starting to kind of turn northwest again. And heading up that northern point, northeastern point of Australia that's headed up to, oh gosh, now I can't even think of the name of the country.
Can you see it?
I can't see it now because it's north. They rotate the screen, zoom in closer on the map, and then they.
Is it not Indonesia?
No, Indonesia's farther west.
Okay, sorry.
It'll come up here in a second. And it is. I didn't put the name on it. Yeah.
I don't recognize the shape of that. Did you go to the reef? We weren't.
No.
No, we did not, and we're kicking ourselves for that right now. Some of the people who had reef excursions planned, some of them were canceled for weather, and those who were able to go, the water was really muddy, and we probably, Is it Papua New Guinea? I'm not.
Papua New Guinea. That's it.
Thank you,
Papua
Jemmy.
New Guinea. Thank you.
I appreciate
it's-
you being the geography.
A friend of
whiz.
mine had always talked because what he was doing, he had to go to Papua New Guinea several times. I just couldn't get it out of my head.
What friend of yours was going to Papua New Guinea?
It's now you got me missing their names.
Okay.
Neighbors at back home.
Ed and Dawn?
Yes,
Oh,
Ed and Dawn.
Okay.
Ed went out there.
okay. I did not know that. Apparently, I wasn't part of
Any
it.
epic Risk board games being played? Talk about the games y'all been playing.
Oh. So, I don't think anybody brought a Risk game.
Not Risk.
But Dr. Jenny Travels, her husband has developed. Oh, actually, I don't think we're supposed to talk about it. I think
Okay.
it's supposed to be a surprise.
Nothing to see here.
There's a really cool game that is not out for the rest of the world yet, and
They're beta testing.
and we're play testing it, and I love it. I'm there on almost all C days, and so are a large group of other folks, and it's gone through several iterations since we've been here, and it's really cool. I'm enjoying it, but we're not. That's about all I'm going to say. That it's fun. I enjoy it, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Dizzy D, loving your journey. I
We should
stick
have-
to small ships, cruising, so it's interesting for me. Yeah, I'm not sure I like the huge ones at this point. 6,000
I
people.
absolutely know I would not.
That's a
No.
little bit much. We're really kind of spoiled here because the max capacity I think is around 2,500 passengers.
Yeah. For this sailing, it's a little bit less because some of the rooms were converted
When-
for storage.
Yeah, and when we left Brisbane, I heard we had 1,300
Yeah.
passengers.
And so the capacity for this sailing is supposed to be around 1,800 passengers. But we are not, we're not even close to that.
Oh,
But even
it's-
still, it feels way more crowded now than it
Yeah.
did when we left Miami.
Yeah, but still, it's still nice. Still nice.
That's right. We're missing some messages.
Yes.
Any drama on board that you can talk about? Dr. Jenny said something about the game in the beginning of the cruise. Yeah. See, but they want to. I think they want to
Yeah.
keep it down until they're ready to do something bigger with it. Any drama on board that you can talk about? Well, I just talked about the laundry drama.
Yeah. And Michael, you should have a pilot on board now for several days. Yeah, because we're going to be going
That
through
makes
some
sense.
straits. And since where they navigated last night, it brought us closer in. We're actually inside the barrier reef.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah, and I had noticed tankers as well at one point this morning that were back behind us.
Oh, really? So they're
Yeah.
following the same path.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, so they're inside the protection of the Great Barrier Reef as far as the rougher waters outside.
TJ, well, at least we know it's fun, so that helps hype it till we know what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep.
Anything that you would have packed but didn't think about? Okay, so we get asked this question all the
Yeah.
time, and my answer before has always been about the mittens and stuff, because I did not have mittens or gloves when we were in Antarctica.
We were only there for a little bit of time.
But what we went but think about what we went shopping for this weekend or yesterday that we actually couldn't find. Renee is Renee Scholl is the big
Oh.
organizer, right? So she showed me the setup she had in their bathroom, and not that we're not organized. We have a home for pretty much everything,
Yeah.
but there's still limited space here. And
Yeah.
so what we were looking for was basically those metal pencil holders and office supplies, metal trays that you can get at Staples or what's the other office supplies, or Office Depot, whatever. And they don't have an Office Depot here, so we weren't really sure where to look. We looked at Kmart and Target, and they didn't have, they had plastic stuff, but again, the whole idea is to stick it to the side of the wall so it doesn't take up counter space.
Yeah.
And so I really wish I'd purchased better or more organizing stuff, just to kind of keep things more.
A place for things.
Yeah, well, that's not
We only have
taking
so
up
much
counter space.
Yeah, that's what we only have so much counter space. There's some stuff. We got the little shoe tree thing that hangs from the ceiling with magnets.
Yeah.
And it's done pretty good. It's done pretty good. I figured it would fall down before now, but it's doing good. Magnets are good and strong. But
the locker organizers would be handy since they're metallic. Yes.
yeah.
And we
Yeah.
So when we stopped in LA, for those of you who saw that, Mark Sebastian,
The group that he partners with.
yeah, so his brand is Boy Smells. So I'm gonna bring something else, but everything they gave us was magnetic.
Yeah.
So that was cool, and I got to show this. Hold on.
Okay. So,
What?
Let's just stick right there.
Okay. So this is cashmere cush.
So
It doesn't really
room-
say
this
whether
just
it's
can be used for
eau de
room
toilette or
deodorizer.
whatever, room deodorizer or whatever. And then there was quite a few things. So Woodphoria, what is this? This is eau de parfum. So all of these are eau de parfums, and they're different scents. And this, just right?
yeah.
So-
A magnetic cup holding on the wall.
The what we were saying was they really understood the assignment. So they had these little gift bags for all of us, which was just awesome that they just showed up, but also without taking up any more of our counter space, because a very strong magnet on a clear plexiglass thing that all of the stuff they gave us fits into. So
A magnetic cup.
yes, if I had like
Simple.
20 more of these, well, maybe not
Bigger,
20,
bigger.
bigger ones, and maybe 10 of these that I could hang up in the bathroom, this would be perfect.
Yeah.
So I wish I had thought to bring something like this. And we all knew about the magnets. We have tons of magnet hooks and magnet things, but yeah.
Magnetic trays and cups we didn't really think about.
So if I were to do it all again,
That would be
when
something.
we do this
When,
again,
yes.
that we will be bringing that. What are you going to do with all your new souvenirs? So yes, we already have excess baggage. So Royal Caribbean partnered with a company called Luggage Forward, so we were able to ship all of our stuff directly to the ship. And on the way back, we prepaid for that service on the way back.
But also, one of the bags was dedicated to expendable toiletries and stuff.
Yeah.
So we call that the store, and it's eventually hopefully we're gonna run out of everything right about the time we finish the cruise.
Yeah.
But so that one will be empty.
And also, we're not buying souvenirs like per se
no.
We've traveled the world.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've traveled a lot around the world, and I used to collect all of that stuff, and I love collecting it. But after when Steve and I moved in together, my stuff got moved from one side of the country to the other, and it went into storage because his place is too small. And the plan
Because
was,
I don't have a lot of stuff.
yeah, because he doesn't. Anyway, so the plan was to go through it at some point and clear it out and save some and get rid of the rest of it. And then we both went overseas again before we had a chance to do that. And then that was 2 years, and then COVID hit, and I was overseas when COVID hit and couldn't come back.
Yep.
And when I first got the storage unit, it was something like $90 a month, and then the next year the price went up to like $120, and then it went up to $175, and then I was paying over $200 a month for a storage unit, and I'm out of the country and there's nothing I can do about it. So basically, Steve just called some what was the name of the company, like
College guys in a truck.
College guys in a truck,
Yeah,
or some
like that.
random thing, and they just took it all and either donated it to Goodwill or threw it away.
Yeah.
So I don't bother accumulating anything now because I don't have any space to put it. And this is another thing about being frugal, is it doesn't pay to keep lots of stuff. And out of all of that stuff that I got rid of, there's only one thing that I am actually upset about losing.
Yeah.
And that was a book that was given to me by my great grandmother, and it was a really thick book of fairy tales, and I was really upset about it, and I tried to get it back. That was not possible, but I did eventually find it wasn't the same printing, but it was essentially the same book, and I found it at a used bookstore, and I bought it, and so I'm happy about that. So lesson learned and not lost.
Yeah. Lynn, thanks, Lynn. We appreciate that. And also, we're glad you are excited about doing the world cruise. When Leah first saw it and mentioned it to me, yeah, that sounds fantastic. But at that point, I didn't think I could quit working.
Yes.
But I ended up retiring shortly thereafter.
Can we hear our neighbors talk in their cabin? No. Occasionally we hear them, but we don't hear them talk.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. No, on the balconies we can, because it's just a little partition between each one.
Yeah. So, well, and that makes sense. I mean, there's nothing really between us. It's just air.
Yeah.
So, and that's the best part of, having neighbors, is not being able to hear them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It's all good. Yeah. It's all good.
So, sorry, also about souvenirs. So every time we do something remotely significant, we get sort of a commemorative piece of paper from Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
Whether we really do it or not. So
yeah. We got the certificate for Machu Picchu.
Yeah, when we didn't get to
go to Machu Picchu.
And we got one for Antarctica. So that's the other thing. Like, if we didn't set foot on land, we didn't really go to Antarctica. Like if they said, "Oh, we're going to take you to Italy," and they just went around the coast, that's not the same thing. You didn't really go to Italy, did you?
Did you?
So kind of a misnomer. We get, and every time we cross the equator, we get another certificate. Although only when we're going
south.
Yeah, for some reason, that's the important part. When you go north to south, crossing the equator.
For crossing the international date line.
Yes, and we got a certificate for crossing the international date line.
Yeah, we traveled into the future.
The water around it still counts. No,
yeah.
It doesn't. I love your positive attitude, though, Ruth. That's awesome.
Yeah, RCO gives you a certificate for everything. Yes, they do, Michael.
They do. And then we just got our diamond pins yesterday.
Yes. So we actually hit diamond on the west coast of South America.
Yes, the Christian shirt. I'm wearing this for a reason.
Yes.
The other awesome part about doing a world cruise is you hit the crown and anchor status stuff really fast.
Chalk it up. we hit that, and we'll hit the Diamond Plus around Dubai.
Right, I think it's right after we leave Dubai too.
Which would be before.
We did the math. Yeah, we did the math.
I'll need to recalculate.
It's like 3 days after Dubai, which is because Dubai is the start of the next sailing. It's significant, like if it happens before or afterwards, because of what you get.
The next segment.
So yes, we did in fact touch an iceberg.
Yeah, they went out, sent a couple of crew out there, cut a chunk off one, and brought it back on the ship.
And we did have snow on the ship. I mean, like, they didn't bring the snow. It snowed on the ship. So I got to make a snow person. Yeah. A very small, mushy snow person.
That was pretty cool. It was still neat being around Antarctica.
What status did you start with? So we were platinum before the trip, and we were zero. When we booked the trip, we were at nothing. We were at zero. And so in case you missed that part of the story, yes, the drinks are a bit
my buddy John here. Yeah. It says, my friend of mine, John, says, "Steve, so you're glad that you avoided the sharks." Yeah, good thing they avoided me.
So to further answer the question, we had to be platinum status in order to get some of the included excursions, the seven wonders of the New World, whatever. And so we booked a couple of cruises before this one in order to get platinum status. Yeah. So.
And a rib boat up close to Antarctica. That's cool. That's cool. What we got here? And okay. Oh, that's what we're talking about when she was Greenland.
Amidst the iceberg. So Anna is recommending if we go, or when we go to Greenland, to do the icebergs excursion, amidst the icebergs excursion. Did it in September and it was amazing. We were on the Jewel. Okay, nice. Anna, thank you.
And the Jewel is a sister ship to the Serenade.
Yeah. Ruth is asking, what do you think of the drama on the ship or on the cruise? The only nothing. Yeah,
it's just one of those things. It comes and it goes. There'll be something different tomorrow. It's you got a bunch of people put together. Something's gonna bug somebody, but here we're on a cruise ship. Yeah. If you're cruising around the world.
If you're complaining and unhappy in this situation, then you are complaining and unhappy. No matter where you are.
We'll be stopping somewhere, and you can get off if you want. Yeah, it's.
Those get over it. Really kick in for you, seeing you already have drinks, Wi-Fi, and laundry. Yeah. So, excellent point, Jemmy. We really kind of don't need them. What is it? So I'm trying to think. There was something that we were actually looking. Oh, because yes, we already have the Wi-Fi, but the higher status we have, the more free days. So you only get one device, and occasionally it's really nice to have two. Not necessary always, but it is kind of nice to have the extra days. And also, we use our diamond drinks to get gifts for other people who don't have because we can't. When you have the drink package, you're not allowed to get drinks for other people
else that doesn't have the package,
right? But we can use our Diamond and our Diamond Plus drinks for other people. So so we gift those.
And there again, the drinks include coffee, water, bottled water, the Powerade, the protein drinks that they have on show, which is that's nice. It's not just the alcohol at the bars. So it's and this is the deluxe drink package. It covers everything. Everything. So that's what's cool about it. And for this cruise especially, because we don't have to worry about because drinks on a cruise ship can add up.
Yeah, they do.
But
what perks do you get with Diamond for this cruise? Yeah, mostly it's just the extra drinks that we can do for gifts, and then with Diamond we get 1 free day of internet, and I think with Diamond Plus we get 2 or 3.
Yeah, and Diamond we get 4 drinks, 4 beverages.
Yes,
4 beverages.
And Diamond Plus is 5.
5 or 6?
It's 5. 6 is Pinnacle.
Oh, okay.
And we're not even going to be close. That's the crazy thing. So the Pinnacle is so high. Not that there aren't plenty of Pinnacles on the ship, but it's so high. When we finish this world cruise, and we started out with 30 points, we are still not even going to be halfway to Pinnacle.
And Michael gifting, it's pretty much acceptable, as long as, because it's part of what we have, we can get it.
So again, not for the beverage package, but for the diamond drinks.
The drink package, we're not supposed to do those, but we actually have to sign for our diamond drinks, and so then we sign for one. It's like the Gatorades, we'll pass a Gatorade to somebody.
And we don't go overboard with it either.
No.
It's not like every day we're going and getting 4 extra drinks and
passing them out.
We just like maybe 1 or 2 a day, and maybe 3 days a week, maybe not even that much.
And Gammy, is there a special Diamond Lounge?
They call it the Crown Lounge now. And yes, there is.
It used to be called the Diamond. Now they call it the Crown, and it's for Diamond and above. But there's also another area called the Concierge Lounge, and that's
open to some of the Pinnacles, not all of them, because there's a lot on the ship, and then the suite folks.
The suites, the ones that paid for the big suites.
So, and Michael, so if management doesn't agree, don't tell them.
But John, regular insights sure are helpful, because I wouldn't know what to choose, who to ask, etc. You're a great resource. Thanks.
You're welcome, John.
Anytime, John. Anytime. Said the shark. Me too. Yeah.
That's the one to sneak into the concierge line. Yeah, I would love to get in there and see what the big secret is all about.
Hey, John. Next time we have one of the guys' weekends that we all get together, we need to try to do it on a cruise. This would be awesome for us.
Okay. The other question is, what's in the lounges, like free apps and drinks? So, like I said, we've not been into the concierge lounge, so I can't really answer that. But in the Diamond Lounge, there's a special coffee maker in there that actually grinds the beans, so the coffee is a little better there than other places.
And that's 24/7 on the coffee and tea, because there's hot water there too. But there's 2 times during the day, once in the morning, once in the evening, that they'll have the appetizers. I can't remember what the times are offhand.
It opens at 8 o'clock in the morning. So they don't put 8 to 11, put the food in there until
that time,
until it opens at 8.
And then the drinks and of course it's got the Vortex Lounge, which is right next door, which has the bar, and they mix drinks for the people in there. So it's it's really a neat little place. It's kind of small, but they'll open it up into the Vortex Lounge, which is that they're again the crown part. As you look at the Royal Caribbean ships, they had that glass kind of midship. They had that dome rounded glass area. That's where the Vortex and the Crown Lounge and Concierge Lounge is. So great views up there.
TJ pointed out that Mark got sent to the principal's office, so maybe not worth it.
Yeah, he snuck in there.
I just want to peek inside. I don't want to bother anybody. Anyway, the best thing about the Crown Lounge is how quiet it is compared to the rest of the ship. Because let me tell you, Mark was not wrong about the constant noise everywhere. So like the only place you can make sure that you have quiet quietness is in your own cabin, usually, the Diamond Lounge, if it's not too crowded, and the theater if it's closed.
Live will end in 1 minute.
Oh, okay. What the hell? I don't know what's going on with my TikTok.
We hit an hour.
Verify
to continue.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, you got to put the little puzzle piece in the picture.
Oh, okay. I see.
No. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Sorry. TikTok is being weird. Awesome. Okay. It almost cut us off.
Michael, last cruise only went to
Do they serve afternoon tea canapes?
Yeah.
I don't think they call it afternoon tea, but yes, essentially that is what they're doing.
Yeah, Michael, going to the Crown Lounge, the Diamond Lounge for free coffee.
Jenny did make it in.
It is better than the other coffee places around, I think. I can only do so much Starbucks, just the way that their coffee is roasted. But this has a little bit better beans. Like I said, they grind it. It's got the machine, it grinds it, then immediately makes your coffee for you.
Which means it's not dried out.
Yeah.
So TJ says Jenny did make it in. Ask her for tips. Maybe I might do that. Oh, and it's to verify it's not okay. Good to know. Let's see. Jackie is just popping in to say hello, enjoying listening while I finish up work. Hey, Jackie.
Hello, Jackie.
Thank you for watching and hanging out with us.
Yeah. So
Last cruise full of people they're getting free coffee.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's crowded in there, but most of the time it's
not. But there again, we're not a full cruise. And this is not like, what are you doing? Reconnecting.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, now YouTube is being weird and it's cutting us off. So, because we've been on for over an hour anyway.
Yeah, we hit 66 minutes on the YouTube side, so.
So going on I'm going to try and answer these. So we've done a lot of exploration around the ship, just trying to find a place to do our meetings, because trying to go through the guest services is not a thing that works. And you're going on a Royal Caribbean cruise in April. I'm curious how the noise volume would compare.
It depends on the cruise
and the ship design. So I find the ones with the Centrum. So I don't know which ship you're going to be on.
Yeah.
So the Centrum is basically placed in the middle of the ship, and it's all open on all of these floors. They are much louder than ships with the promenade.
Yeah.
And we only have experience on 2 Royal Caribbean ships, but the other one had a promenade, and the noise was not nearly as.
Yeah, but the venues weren't very big either.
Yes, that's true.
And it was actually a bigger ship.
It was a bigger ship. The venues were all smaller, but it wasn't as noisy. So it's pluses and minuses.
Yeah.
And have we run out of duck? Not that I'm aware of. They just had duck for dinner the other night.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with no. We have not run out of duck. Oh, do you mean ducks to hide?
Oh.
Dizzy, are you talking about ducks to hide, or are you talking about ducks in the restaurant?
Cooked ducks or rubber ducks?
Yeah. Okay, I'm not seeing an answer come through, but we have not run out of rubber ducks.
I'm thinking she really meant or Dizzy, or she. Talking about the rubber ducks. And no, we have not. We need to put some more out.
So we are, but I'm kind of saving them because Easter is coming up and I might want to use them for something special for Easter. Remember to take your wraps for your legs in Lombok and Bali, many temples. Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what wraps. I'm assuming you just mean that we need to have our legs and our appendages covered for respect. So I'm curious if you know why dinner then dessert stopped posting. Oh, no, I didn't know that she stopped posting. I would guess she's got her husband and kids are on the thing with her. Oh, like a pashmina. Gotcha. I would guess that she's just really busy. I know we've invited her to the content creator stuff.
Can't go in with shorts. Yeah, I think was something. Men to the knees, yeah.
Men to the knees, okay.
Yeah.
I actually bought an abaya because we assumed at some point we'd be going into a mosque. So I made sure that I had... I bought it off of Amazon. It kind of fits. I'm not really happy with it. So I might buy another one when we get to Dubai. We'll see.
And for me, it's I generally wear pants if we're going to something like that. Yeah. So no big deal.
All right. She got her account back and hasn't posted, but maybe she liked the breaks when lockdown and it's still... Oh, I didn't know she lost her account. Oh, that's awful. That has happened to so many people. And let me tell you, folks, if you do not have 2-factor authentication on every single social media or platform, banking, whatever, you do it now. It will save you so much grief in the future. Yeah, and at Minnie Mouse, they will hand you something to wear. No need to buy. But again, we're probably going to go to several. And
rather have her own. And
I'd rather have my own. And I don't mind. I don't mind buying them.
Yeah.
Especially if I can find it, like I said, the one I got from Amazon was not very pretty.
Yeah.
But in Dubai, you can buy some really nice looking ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she may be just enjoying the vacation, but she's also really busy with the kids in school and all that stuff.
Yeah. Michael was talking about Lombok and Bali, about the temples there.
Yeah.
So that's well before Dubai.
Yes. Well, but I do have the one.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and close this out because both of the platforms
we're about to get into a fight here.
Stop it. Thanks, everybody, for joining.
Thank you very
really
much.
Appreciated all the questions. And don't forget, tomorrow...
Glad to see so many new people coming on. Now we're up to 23 on YouTube. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
We love you all. We appreciate you.
Hold on, before you sign off.
I'm just...
7 p.m. tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the Outlive live stream with Renee, talking about HealthSpan and the things in the book. So I hope to see you all there if you find that interesting. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.